Hey City Church kids, it's Thursday, so it's time for another fantabulous edition of Thursday Power Up. So before we get to our Power Up thought, I've got to tell you about some really fun things that are happening with City Church kids. Earlier this week, we gave out our latest City Church Kids Stay at Home Challenge. That challenge is for you to activate your creativity and build us a super cool Lego sculpture. You can make whatever you want, just use your imagination. Even if you don't have Legos at home, just make us a cool sculpture with whatever you do have. Just make sure to send us your entries or post them to the City Church Kids Facebook group before our next Zoom Hangout, which happens like every week, Tuesday at 4 p.m. We've loved the entries you've been sending us so far, and I'm super excited to see what all of you create. Kids, this weekend is a very special weekend. Sunday is Mother's Day. So this is your reminder to make sure you do something nice for your moms or your grandmas. Don't worry, even if you forgot, you still got 3 days. Also, I have some really great news about Mother's Day. We are gonna have a drive-through service at the church for Mother's Day. Now, you're definitely gonna wanna come because not only will all moms get a gift, but kids too. How cool is that? Also, since we'll all finally be seeing you in person, we'll have a chance for you to all to give to Boys and Girls Missionary Challenge. We're really excited to give to BGMC as they've been doing some awesome stuff during this crisis. Watch this.
Pandemics affect everyone. In the middle of this crisis, families across the United States of America are in fear of not being able to eat or feed their children. Even families whose children receive free meals at school are facing tough challenges as schools are closed and those meals are unavailable. In these times, those in poverty hurt the most. They are left with nowhere to go and no help for their families. But there is hope. Together with the boys and girls of BGMC, Convoy of Hope is responding to that need. To date, Convoy of Hope has received requests for food from 40 states and have responded with truckloads of food and supplies. But the mission isn't over, and you can help. BGMC wants to send $500,000 to Convoy of Hope for the 10 Million Meals Initiative. That's a small goal for our great big God. Even as boys and girls are required to stay at home, we see kids stepping up and with the help of their parents start raising money on social media. Kids are making things to sell in support of BGMC. We hear of kids doing extra chores around the house or in the yard and putting that money into their buddy barrels. Crisis doesn't stop generosity. In this moment where we feel helpless, let's rise up, use our creativity, and help those around us.
After all of that, my throat's pretty dry. Just hold on for a second while I take a drink. You know what? This water's actually kind of warm. Not real refreshing. You know what? I'll just use ice cubes. It's a good thing I put some water in ice trays earlier in the freezer. All right, gonna get me some ice for my drink because my drink was too warm. Awesome, here we go. Well, that was embarrassing. Turns out I didn't leave the ice in there long enough. Did you know that it actually takes longer than 5 minutes for ice to freeze in the trays? Well, I guess I found that out. Sometimes we've got to be patient in waiting for ice, especially on like a hot day, which we know is going to come back soon. We'll have to wait for the ice cubes to freeze because they are so worth it. You know, there are a lot of things in life that require patience. When we were going to school, remember how hard it was to wait until the end of the day? How it would seem like the minute hand on the clock would just sort of freeze in place and take forever to get to the end? It is definitely hard waiting for the quarantine to lift so that we can go back to Kid Zone or Early Learners. Some of you guys may even find it really hard waiting for your favorite sports season to start back up, or Christmas. It seems waiting for Christmas? How about growing up? How many of you can't wait to be old enough to drive? The Bible teaches us that we have actually got to learn patience. Many things in life take time, and the more patient we are, the more we will enjoy life. Because if you spend all of your time being impatient, you're going to miss out on what God has in store for you each and every day. Good things come to those who wait. The Bible tells us that patience is actually one part of the fruit of the Spirit, according to Galatians 5:22. Hebrews 10:36 says, "For you have need of patience, that after you've done the will of God, you might receive the promise." The next time you feel impatient, Remember the ice tray. And remember, it'll always be worth it. Thanks for joining us for Thursday Power Up, and we will see all of you at the drive-thru experience at City Church on Sunday.